Welcome to Waba Samwire. Today we're talking about PAS's challenge to the Prime Minister regarding the Sabah corruption expose.
And this isn't just another political spat. This one is exceptionally explosive, really. We're talking about allegations that go right to the top.
Right to the Prime Minister's office. It's not just about corruption anymore. The claim is that the executive office itself was, planning secret recordings of opposition figures.
That's the core of it, specifically in a politically sensitive state like Sabah. So the central question we have to unpack is this. Did the Prime Minister, Anwar Ibrahim, actually give his personal approval to a plan to secretly record leaders from Gabungan Rakyat Sabah?
Yeah, GRS leaders who were supposedly involved in a mining permit scandal.
Right.
I mean, if that's true, it changes everything. It suggests that the whole anti-corruption push was being weaponized.
Precisely. And if we want to understand this, we have to look at where it all started. This didn't come from a press conference or an official report. It came from a 6-minute video posted on social media.
On Facebook, right. On a page called Pejwang Tun Mahathir. I mean, the name of the page alone tells you there's a political angle here from the get-go.
Of course. And the main figure in this video, the person making all these claims, is a businessman named Datuk Albert Tai.
And he's not hiding. His face is clear. His name is out there. He is the source.
He is. And in the video, he's seen talking with a woman. Her face is pixelated, which is, a classic move to suggest secrecy.
Right, protecting the source.
Exactly. And this woman is supposedly a proxy, someone acting on behalf of Shamsul Iskandar.
And just to remind everyone, Shamsul Iskandar wasn't just some random person. He was the Prime Minister's former senior political secretary.
A very close aide. So the link is meant to be seen as direct, coming from the Prime Minister's inner circle.
Okay, so what exactly is said in this conversation? That's the critical part.
Well, this is what's so interesting. Albert Tai isn't asking the woman if the PM approved it. He states it as a fact he already knows.
Oh, so he's looking for confirmation?
He's asserting it. He says something to the effect of, "My understanding is that the Prime Minister has already given his approval for me to do this, to make these secret recordings of the GRS people."
And the pixelated woman.
She reportedly agrees with him. She seems to confirm his understanding that, yes, the Prime Minister sanctioned this entire method.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's just pause on that. So if we take this at face value, it's a bombshell. But
Yeah.
you have to ask, why would a proxy involved in such a sensitive operation allow herself to be recorded confirming it?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It raises serious questions about the video's authenticity, or at the very least, its motivation.
And why is it being leaked on a page linked to an opposition political movement? It feels very strategic, very timed.
It could be a genuine leak exposing a major scandal, or it could be a very clever counterattack from the people being targeted, trying to poison the well.
To make the whole anti-corruption investigation look like a political hit job?
Exactly. And that's the angle the Pan-Malaysian Islamic Party, PAS, immediately jumped on.
Yeah, their information chief, Ahmad Fadli, didn't waste any time. He came out swinging.
He did. He framed this as a huge issue of integrity for the government. He wasn't asking for clarification. He was demanding answers.
And his questions were so pointed. I mean, they were designed to cause trouble.
Absolutely. The first one was, essentially, was the Prime Minister planning to set up the GRS leaders from the very beginning?
And the second one was even worse, aimed directly at GRS. He asked them, do you even know you were being played?
That is pure political maneuvering. He's trying to drive a wedge between the federal government and its partners in Sabah to create distrust.
And he didn't stop there. He brought in the people of Sabah, telling them they have to reject this kind of politics. That's a powerful message in East Malaysia.
A very powerful message. It taps into that long-standing suspicion of federal interference in state affairs. It frames the current government as outsiders pulling strings.
Then he went after the institutions. He challenged the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission directly.
He did. He basically said, look, you have a witness on camera, Albert Tai. His face is there. His claims are explicit. What more do you need?
He's putting them in a corner. He demanded that they investigate not just the alleged mining corruption,
but the method itself, the claim that the entire operation was sanctioned from the very top. It's a brilliant, if cynical, political move.
Because if the MACC only investigates the GRS corruption and ignores this, what happens?
Then PAS can claim the MACC is biased, that it's protecting the government and only going after its opponents. It puts the MACC in an impossible position.
Let's talk about the targets for a second. Gabungan Rakyat Sabah. Why GRS? Why are mining permits in Sabah such a big deal that it would warrant this alleged level of involvement?
Well, context is everything here. GRS is the key political bloc in Sabah and mining permits. We're talking about control over natural resources. We're talking about massive amounts of ringgit.
So it's about money and power.
It's always about money and power. And in Sabah, control over state resources is a hugely sensitive issue. It goes to the heart of state rights.
So if the Prime Minister really did approve a secret recording operation, it stops looking like law enforcement.
And it starts to look like a way to get political leverage.
Exactly. Imagine holding that kind of evidence over the heads of your political partners. You could make them do anything.
And that's where the national stability comes into play. The current federal government, its majority is not huge. It relies on support from East Malaysian parties, including GRS.
So if GRS feels like they're being blackmailed or set up,
They could walk. They could pull their support, and the entire federal government could become unstable. That's why Fadli's question about them being played is so dangerous. It's targeting the very foundation of the ruling coalition.
and with Sabah's history of party hopping, I mean, this kind of allegation is taken much more seriously there. It feeds into that whole narrative of federal interference.
It absolutely does. It fits a pattern that Sabahan politicians are always on the lookout for. They're very wary of being controlled by Kuala Lumpur.
This really is a huge test for the government's transparency, isn't it?
Yeah.
This isn't just a rumor. You've got an opposition party, a video, a named accuser.
And a link, however tenuous, back to the Prime Minister's own former staff. That's why the PM can't just brush this off.
What are his options? How does he respond?
Well, he's in a bind. If he dismisses Albert Tai or just focuses on the GRS corruption, the opposition will say he's avoiding the real question.
Which is, did you or did you not approve this method?
That's the question he has to answer. He has to defend the integrity of his office from the accusation of, essentially, political warfare while still looking tough on corruption. It's a very fine line to walk.
And the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission is right in the middle of this storm.
Under incredible public pressure, they have to investigate the mining permits, yes. But now they're also being challenged to investigate how that investigation started.
If they only look at one side, their independence is shot.
Completely. And there's another complication. If it turns out Albert Tai's recordings were obtained illegally, say, through a method that violates privacy laws,
Then the evidence could be thrown out.
it could be compromised. And the actual corruption, the mining scandal, might become impossible to prosecute because the investigation itself was flawed from the start.
What a mess. So, to sum it up, the Prime Minister is being directly accused by PAS, based on this video, of sanctioning a secret sting operation against his own political partners in Sabah.
And because of that, the entire anti-corruption effort is being called into question. Is it about justice or is it about politics?
That's the question now.
And the final thought for you to really mull over is the fallout in the region. How is this going to play out in Sabah and Sarawak? This idea that federal leaders are actively setting up East Malaysian leaders, what does that do to the already fragile political balance over there?
Could this one video actually threaten the stability of the whole government?
That is the real consequence that's hanging in the balance right now. It's a very real possibility.
This political drama is far from resolved.
Absolutely.
Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this.